accept how much people are here for you guys?
Yeah, we like to take everything in, whether that be media, whether that be, yesterday, my last practice in Schembeckler Hall, and, just taking this whole thing in. It's just a great experience and just blessed to be here.
Big Ten Media Day, you said you had one goal this year. You had unfinished business, is the word you used. Now that you're one game away from finishing that business that you came back for, have you kind of sunk in the magnitude of this game for you guys?
I haven't, and I haven't even taken in really the win that we had last week just because I'm so laser focused on finishing the job. I know this is the biggest game of my career. I know, what I bring to the table. I just got to bring me. I got to do what I can do for our team, and let the game speak for itself. After 60 minutes, look back and just know I gave it everything I had. But I'm just so locked in right now, and we'll be ready.
Back in 2020, you didn't have the role that you have now, obviously. You're a superstar level with Michigan. But how has the sport really changed since that really difficult season of 10 up until now?
Yeah, 2020 was a tough year for everyone. COVID, we went 2-4, and we changed. We had to change the culture, and the culture wasn't what it was supposed to be. And ever since then, ever since 2021, we really become brothers. And it all started in the locker room, just everyone, congregating with everyone and just laughing and having fun with each other, just knowing I got my brothers back, and no matter the situation. And that's where it all started. And once we became brothers and really had that strong foundation of brotherhood, we've been successful ever since.
You said a couple of times this year that you dreamed of situations like this, and this is why you came back to Michigan to have an opportunity to get back to the college football playoff and to play on a stage like this. For those dreams to come to reality, beating Alabama in the Rose Bowl, now having an opportunity at a national championship, just pinch yourself and say, wow, this is what I came back for.
Oh, 100%. It was always, for us, Houston or bust. And I even said it, I believe it was back in February at one of the Michigan basketball games, and I had the mic in front of the Chrysler Arena. And I told the fans, I promise you we're going to win a national championship. And we haven't done it yet. So we have to make sure we just stay locked in this week. The hay's never in the barn. And just make sure we watch as much film as we can over these next couple of days and make sure we're prepared for Monday. But this is everything, I dreamed of. It's everything I came back for. And, I'm just blessed to be here.
Can you kind of give us I'm over here on this side. Right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you kind of give us what was it like a year ago when you were kind of going through the injuries? Where were you at just mentally and emotionally?
Yeah, it was tough. Just because I've been playing football since the age of 6, and I've never had an injury that sat me out. Like that one did, and especially during the season, the team was having. I just wanted to be there for my guys. So it put me in a deep hole, a hole that I've never been in, just mentally. And I had to find a way to get out. I'm a firm believer in God. God helped me along my journey. My family, my sisters, my mom and dad, my girlfriend. Everyone just helped me along the journey. And, I was able to get out. And, because of my injury, it made me a better man. And so I'm blessed to have gone through something like that. But it was tough. It was tough.
How have you just improved? Because JJ also made a mention that you're better even off the field as a leader. So how do you think that your leadership has changed after going through the adversity that you guys went through?
I understand, something about me is I'm always trying to uplift people, no matter what. If they're having a bad day, I'm always there for them, trying to put a smile on their face, just letting them know it's okay. And when I got hurt, I wasn't listening to what I always preached. And so that made me understand I have to practice what I preach at all times. And so therefore, I think that's made me a better leader, a better captain. And just going through adversity, So when we went through adversity this year, I was always there for my guys and letting them know that, this is just something small. There's always, a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're going to be okay as long as we stick together. So, just everything that happened last year and the journey that it put me on has helped me become a better leader and better captain.
I know it was a long time ago, but your game against Washington in 2021, what do you remember about that game? It was a little bit of a coming out party for you.
Yeah, I remember it was a maze out. It was electric. We had a maze out. The fans were great, and I expect them to be great Monday. I believe I went for, 150, maybe 150 plus, a couple touchdowns. And so, it was definitely a great game. But, I don't really think about, those games. I'm only focused on the biggest game right now, the biggest game of my life. And, I'm going to make sure, everything I do, everything I've done so far this week and everything I will do until Monday, will make sure it pays off come the end of 60 minutes, Monday night. How you doing? That's hard to do. It's hard to do to go a whole season, not losing a game. And both teams have had very close games. Games they might have could have lost. We've had one or two, and they've had some. And so it's incredibly awesome to have two undefeated teams going into the national championship game, and it makes the game even better. There's something. Yeah, you have to lose the national championship, but someone's going to end up going 14-1, and so we definitely don't want that to be us. So we're going to do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. But it's awesome.
Blake, can I ask JJ what Coach Harbaugh's message to the team has been this week? JJ said basically trying to replicate past rules that you're ready to last.
Yeah.
Has that been kind of vibe or like a slogan?
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh did say that, and I think that's what this team is doing. I think we're ready to eat our last meal. We're all hungry. We're not full at all. We're starving, and so we understand that. Last week's game was cool. Last week's game was fun, and we can talk about that. But we have to stick at the task at hand right now and focus on the job that we have to finish. And after that, we can talk about the Rose Bowl. We can talk about the national championship. But right now, we're just focused on, our practice, executing at a high level, paying attention to detail, making sure we can watch as much film as we can to make sure, Monday, we come out on top and make sure, we make all our Michigan fans happy, Michigan alum, and Michigan happy. How you doing? I was young. Like I said, I started playing football at the age of 6, and I've been watching football ever since. College, NFL. So this is something I've always dreamed of. Just getting to this stage, getting the opportunity to play in the national championship, and what a blessing it is. I just thank God so much for allowing me to be here. I'm just so thankful to be given this opportunity. It's truly a blessing. Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot just because, this is the last year of it. And so we have to go out on the top. We have to go out of the bang. And, yeah, people remember, the first time you do something, but they really remember the last time. And so, it's an exciting game, a lot at stake. But, we're super excited. We wouldn't want it any other way. And we'll be ready for Monday. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. Like you said, 97, which was a great team. And, Michigan has had great teams since then. But, I think since it's been such a long time, it makes the stage even bigger just because, Michigan being Michigan. It makes it even bigger. So, we're super excited. We're super blessed to be able to be in this situation, but we have to come out on top, man. We have to make sure, we're locked in. We play as brothers. We play the Michigan way. And if we do that, I think, after the game, we'll be happy with the results.
Your initial thoughts on Washington's front seven and the challenges that they present as far as like in the run game in Washington?
Yeah, Washington's front seven, they're big, strong, especially interior. Big, strong guys. Guys that build a wall, and then you go to the DNs. They're fast, strong, long. They can play DN, they can play linebacker. So just they're great athletes. They're great athletes that stick to the coach's plan, and they're definitely going to provide us with a challenge, but not a challenge that we're not up for. So I'm super excited to get to play the Washington Huskies. Yeah, we must start fast, whether that be in the pass game or the run game. But, we must assert our dominance and show them, we're not there to, to play around. So I think it would be very important just to, have a well-diverse game, but, start early. Whether, like I said, that'd be, passing, running the ball. We must start early in whatever we do just because, Washington does have a great offense. but we do have the #1 defense, and so it's going to be a great matchup. I think both teams are here for a reason, and it's a blessing that we're both here, and we're going to go out there and give everyone a good show, and I'm super excited.
Mike, you guys have played in a lot of high-stakes games these past few months, whether it's close game in Maryland, Big Ten Championship, Ohio State, and then an overtime win over Alabama. How do you guys avoid burnout after so many close games?
How do we avoid burnout? That's easy. Just because we know what the end goal is, and something about my team, we're not going to stop until we finish the job. And this is something we've been thinking about for years, and we're never able to get it. Last 2 years we lost in the college football playoffs and had to go back to the drawing board. Just trying to get it over and over again, and we're finally here now. So we got it by the neck, but we ain't kill it yet. And so we have to make sure come Monday we're prepared for any type of situation we may get in. But that's how we don't get burnt out, just because we're so laser focused on the job at hand and what we want.
Like whether it's giving out turkeys or trying to get the toy drive, how important is it for you to be involved?
Oh, that's very important, and I tell everyone, football is my passion, but giving back is my purpose, and I really believe that. I believe, God put me on this earth for something way bigger than football. I think I'm just, given the ability to use my football platform to help many others, and, it's truly a blessing, something that, I'm going to do the rest of my life. I have some big things coming up in the community, especially with starting my soon-to-be, nonprofit. And so I'm super excited, just to help anyone that I can, any chance I get, just to try to make the world a better place. I think if we all, come together as one, this world would be a better place. And so, that's what I'm trying to do. And sometimes it only takes one person, it only takes one person, and then others will start to follow. So I believe I'm just trying to use my platform the best that I can, the way that God would want me to. It would mean everything to me, something, I've worked for, my whole life. Growing up, I never really hung out with friends. I always worked out. I was always training, and, just because I had these goals and dreams in mind, and, this would definitely be another stepping stone of mine. And so, it would mean everything to come out on top, come out victorious, and just check another box off along my journey. And, but it's just a blessing to be here. The Ohio State one, that was such a good one because it came right after my big guy, Zach Zenner, got hurt. So that one's definitely going to stick with me. But, last Monday, that was special, but, it's taking a team effort, Yeah, I scored a touchdown, but it's taking a team effort. My guys up front, the receivers, the tight ends, they all helped me get into the end zone. And, it's not a one-man show. And, but, that one right there, just because it was, such a great game, in overtime. So those are two tough ones, I don't know which one I like the most.
So you could have gone to the NFL, obviously, and you're loving a time in college football where NIL's become a thing. Do you consider yourself an example of here's every reason to stay in college football, but you're one step closer to accomplishing all those goals?
Yeah, I think definitely people can look at what I've done and say I want to stay, but it's also all about what you want. For me, I wanted to leave a legacy. For me, I wanted to be remembered, forever. Not just for, scoring some touchdowns and stuff like that, but I wanted to leave a bigger legacy on and off the field. And that was one of my main reasons in coming back. But one of my other main reasons was coming back is being here today. So I think for me it was a great idea to come back, just because that's what I wanted. But it just depends on what you want at the end of the day. Some people are different. But I think definitely people can use me as a reason on why to come back to any school.
Part of the narrative, how are you?
Hey, good to you. Nice to see you.
Part of the narrative for this game has been strength on strength, being Washington's offense against Michigan's defense as one of the offensive players and probably the bread and butter of this team. What do you guys want to prove and show against that Washington team?
We just want to show, we're not here to play any games. We're here for strictly business. We're here to play a great football game, and, we're here to assert our dominance and obviously come out victorious. And so, like you said, Washington has a great offense, and Washington has a great defense, but we have a terrific defense, and we have a great offense. And so it's going to be a good one come Monday. But, we just want to start fast and show them that, it's going to be a long game, and we're not here to play around. We're here to play a great football game and may the best man win.
And one final question. A lot of your teammates have used the term process over prize. What does that mean, and where does that start with this team?
Yeah, we said that like day one at camp, and this whole season has been process over prize, just because we've gone through a lot, a lot of adversity, a lot of trials and tribulations, you name it. We've been through it, but we always stuck to the process. We never got distracted, and because we stuck to the process, we are here today, as brothers and as the University of Michigan and as the Wolverines. And so, it's been process over prize ever since the first day of camp, and I'm glad we stuck to the plan. Say that one more time.
Michigan Walker.
Oh.
How inspiring is his story?
Oh, man. Miechie, his story, very inspiring. To the point of like, even on my bad day, it's like, it wasn't as bad as his, but you couldn't tell. You couldn't really tell what Miechie was going through because he was just so strong, mentally, physically.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by as the Michigan
He
players
just
rotate
he did
podiums.
everything he could to live out each day to the fullest, and so that's what we should do as humans. No matter what we may go through, if we think it's something big, there's people out there that are really going through tough times and they're not acting like it. So why should we? And so his story is super inspiring. God bless him. I know he's looking over us. Yeah, Miechie, man.
Blake, when you guys scored, JJ puts the crown on you guys. Do you remember how that started? How much fun has it been just to keep that going throughout the whole season?
I don't know exactly how the crown started, but hey, it's been fun. He does it all the time. He crowns everyone because I think he said he sees us as kings, and that's something number 9 does. It's amazing.
Give me something. Try to shake